Now we're going to install a rear wall shelf into a Redpath Tunnelhouse. Just a shot of the parts here. We have 5 rails, approximately 2.3 metres long. They're 25mm square aluminium, and we have 4 shelf brackets with the screws, and there will be a driver bit with the kit set as well. So we'll just pause there for a second and we'll start the installation process. So first thing we're going to do is measure up from the bottom and find our heights using a simple tape measure. So you can set the shelf height any height you like. We normally place it above the angle brace. Oh, there goes our drill, and that height there that we're setting that one at is around about the 1100mm. But you can have it lower. But if you do make it lower, then the sidewall brace here, this sidewall brace will have to be unscrewed and lowered down to here. So if you do want your shelf lower, remember to lower your sidewall brace so it's out of the way. And Mark's just going to bring in the shelf unit where the mark is, and he's going to put some screws in, the pre-made mark. So this is a left-hand shelf bracket going on. You can see where the mark is. There's 3 screws to go in. And we just check that the shelf bracket itself is level before we put this next screw in, because we want this face here to be level as well. And there we go. Now we just check that with the level. Let's come up with just a little bit, and once we're happy, we put the other screw, this is for the left hand side, in. And there's one more screw to go in, which we'll do now, and we'll come back to the and we'll put the other shelves on. So here we have with the 4 end brackets all fitted to the end of the tunnel house. You'll notice the one on the left hand side has the fold facing this way, so the fold goes from the outside face in, and the bracket that's over on the right hand side has the fold facing towards the inside as well. So that's a right hand bracket and a left hand bracket. The 2 internal brackets, it doesn't really matter which way you face the fold, but they screw onto the side face of the corner stud, as you can see there with the 3 screws, and the same again. Now we'll just bring in the first of the back rails. You'll see on these brackets there are 5 holes pre-drilled, ready to take the top rails, which we're about to bring on. We'll bring one on now. There's the first rail going on. The rail's going towards the rear, so we line that up with the holes that are on the bracket, more or less. And then we're going to look underneath and find the hole, grab a screw, and we'll start at one end and we'll put a screw in to hold that first rail. Show underneath here, so you can see the holes in the pre-made bracket. Yeah, position the rail roughly in the centre. The rail roughly in the centre. We can do one end, and we go to the other end now, and we can do the same thing. It's fitted. So when we look back now, we just have the first rail fitted. That's the back rail, and we're going to fit the rails to the back rail to screws to this one and this one, and then we're going to fit the other 4 rails, and we'll show it completed in a second. And here we have the 5 rails fitted. It's all completed, and each of these rails has a screw below, 5 on each bracket, so 5, 10, 15, 20 screws. And that's the shelf fitted in place, nice and horizontal. And we'll have a video of the side shelf also for you shortly.